Most contractors, they start their marketing journey with a disaster. They open their doors, they go straight to Google Maps, then they try to verify their business, and boom, suspended. Now you're stuck in verification hell for 3 months. You're sending photos of your truck and your business license to a robot that just doesn't care. You are begging for an occupancy permit, but the house hasn't even been built yet. To AI, you just don't exist. You are a ghost. Your website is not a pretty brochure to show your mom. It is your digital birth certificate. If you don't build this foundation correctly before you start talking to Google, well, you're getting red tagged. A house must be built on a firm foundation. And today we're opening up the code book. We're digging the trenches and we're going to start pouring the concrete. In the last video, I promised to show you the 3 load-bearing things your foundation must have to support a weight of a 2,000 square foot Google Business Profile. If you miss just one of these, well, your foundation is cracked. You can have the best photos, the best reviews, the best truck wraps in the world, but the city inspector at Google is going to shut you down because your structural integrity is zero. Well, first we need to lay some rebar before we ever start pouring. Think of your H1 and your title tags as the rebar inside your foundation. In a real build, rebar is what gives the concrete its tensile strength. Without it, the concrete is brittle. It looks solid on the outside, but the second you put a load on it, the second a storm hits, it snaps. When Google's AI crawler hits your website, it's not over there to go check out your About Us story. It doesn't care about your history of excellence. No, it reads your title tags and your header 1 tags. This is the first thing the inspector looks for to see if your building is fit for its purpose. Most contractors, their title tag reads as home or welcome to your business name. Imagine you show up to the job site and the rebar is just flat out missing. Maybe it's just lying over there in the mud, not even tied together. Well, you're probably calling the homeowner and telling him to fire the concrete crew. If your title tag just says home, well, you're telling Google, I don't know what the hell I'm building here. You're not building a foundation for a home. You're building a foundation for, say, AC repair in Cushing, Oklahoma. You have to tie the rebar to the location and to your trade. Your title tag is the headline of your business in search results. Your H1 tag is the headline that's on the actual page. And they must match. If your rebar says plumbing, but your H1 says best service in town, the inspector sees a mismatch and the integrity is gone. To pass the inspection, every page on your site needs a specific set of rebar. So your primary keyword, what do? Typically, we're looking at your primary category on your Google Business Profile because our whole goal here is to mirror your Google Business Profile with your website. After that, you need to make sure that it has your primary location. Like, where do you actually do this work? And then the brand. Who are you? If you don't declare your intent in the steel, well, Google won't trust the rest of the build. Requirement number 2 is going to be the J-bolts. In a real build, you don't wait for the walls to be up to decide where they're going to attach to the ground. No, you have to set your J-bolts, those anchor bolts, while the concrete is still wet. On your website, that anchor, it's going to be a Google Maps embed. Now, because we are doing this the right way, foundation before structure, you might not even have a Google Business Profile yet. And you might be asking, Mark, well, how can I embed a map for a profile that doesn't even freaking exist? This is where the engineer beats the hustler. We are pre-drilling the foundation. We're building the contact page and the footer with the exact name, address, and phone number, your NAP, that we're going to be using on your Google Business Profile later. Okay, we are clearing the physical space now on the page where the map embed will eventually sit. When you eventually open up your Google Business Profile and the inspector scans your site, he'll see the J-bolts are already there and he sees the space cleared for the map. He sees the phone number matches perfectly. This signals to the AI that this isn't just a spam listing. No, this is a planned build. And if you don't prep the foundation for the tie down today, the first algorithm update that blows through is going to rip your house right off of the foundation. Requirement number 3. Now we get into the footings. You don't just pour concrete on top of grass and hope that it stays level. No, you dig deep, past the frost line. You set footers to anchor the entire project into the soil so it doesn't shift when the ground moves. In 2026, local business schema is the footing for your digital foundation. Now, you'll hear marketers tell you NAP, the name, address, and phone number, is not a ranking factor anymore. And they're kind of half right. It's not a factor for humans who read it in your footer. Humans have eyes. They can see your phone number, but the AI doesn't have eyes. It has code. NAP has moved from the surface of the site into the footings. So schema is a machine language wrapper. So it's a hidden script. It's JSON LD. Like, I don't want to get too technical about that, but it takes your business name, your exact street address, your local area code, and translates them into a data packet that Google's AI trusts 100%. We're injecting more than just an address, though. We are going to declare your business type. For example, plumbing service. We're also injecting your geo coordinates, your exact latitude and longitude. And we're linking all of your social profiles. We're going to dig this data 3 feet into the digital soil because without these footings, Google has no source of truth to compare against your future map listing. If the data in the footings doesn't perfectly match the data in your structure that you build later, the foundation shifts. AI flags the variance, and you get hit with a trust failure. If your NAP is just text on a page, it's sitting on the surface. If it's wrapped in schema, it's an engineered footing. It proves to the inspector that this ground is claimed, verified, and permanent. Set the rebar. Prep your J-bolts. Dig your footings. You might not be ready to frame the house today. You might still be working out of a beat up van and a personal Gmail account. But if you don't get these 3 things right during the pour, you'll be jackhammering this concrete later just to fix your mistakes. I've seen guys that have spent years trying to rank a site that had no footings. They were trying to build a skyscraper on a sidewalk. Don't be that guy. Now, look, I'm doing something a little bit different here. I'm currently building a free Skool community for the guys who want to follow along this blueprint step by step. It's not a polished corporate course yet because I'm building the library currently as we speak. I'm inviting you to get in now on the ground floor. Go along with us as we build this thing together. Inside, I'm dropping the technical walkthroughs for the rebar and the footings that I just talked about. I'll show you my screen and exactly how I inject schema code. Click the link in the description for the Upward Blueprint Open Access. Let's build your data fortress together while the concrete is still wet. In the next video, I'm showing you the mirror strategy. I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your service city silos so Google knows exactly which neighborhoods to send you to. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next step in the blueprint. Now let's get to work pouring that foundation.